I had no idea, becoming a content creator with my brothers, that I would still come across more movies to fuck me up. And mind you, I'm the sick little bastard that watches fucked up movies. But not all movies have to be sick and depraved. There's some movies that are out there that you least expect that has something that fucks you up.
That's so fucked up.
I do a show with my brother Ricky on the channel, Horror Fiend TV, make sure you follow, called Horror Italiano, where we discover Italian horror cinema. Trauma is an emotional response to a deeply distressing or disturbing experience that overwhelms the individual's ability to cope. And this is how I came across Tenebrae, a movie written and directed by Dario Argento. Fun fact, Dario Argento was upset because the movie was given a VM-18 rating. Not for the violence or the gore. Nope, it was because he had a lesbian character. So what is this movie about? Peter Neal was a violent horror novelist, and a serial killer is using his books as a way of basically reenacting his murders. There are a lot of current movies that have used this movie as a blueprint. It's a really good movie. It has some really good kills, and there's this one scene. Now, mind you, Ricky saw this movie and could have given me a heads up. He didn't. So when I got to this one scene, I had to pause it because I said, what? Really? Ricky, you're not gonna warn me? Just gonna let me watch this movie, especially when I told you this story. Fun fact, Tenebrae was deemed video nasty and it was banned in the UK for release from 84 to 99 because of its high kill count and over-sexualized violence. So let's take a bite as to why you are here. For movies that fucked me up. I'm gonna need a shot for this. You know what? I need a second one. You're fucked up, Rick. Post-traumatic stress disorder is a condition that develops after experiencing or witnessing a traumatic event. So let me tell you a story. This one time back in Bridgeport, a Doberman pinscher named Spider jumped up a tall fence and attacked me. Now look, I actually had met Spider before. The owners lived in the same apartment house that my best friend lived. So I met Spider, I've met the owners, had been around. And one day I'm coming home from school and I see Spider leap a 6-foot fence and he starts running towards me. And he did not look friendly at all at this point. I fucking froze. I could not move. And he jumped up in the air, spread his legs out, and basically pinned my ass to the sidewalk. Listen, if you have a Doberman pinscher, I will never go to your house. I love dogs. You saw the Cujo episode, hopefully. If not, go check it out. But I showed you Daisy. I've had dogs. I just don't do big dogs. Thankfully, just some scratches, no bites, and some neighbors came out and were able to get them off me. But after that, I was pretty much traumatized, but definitely fucking terrified of Doberman pinschers.
Can you do any impressions, Odie? John Wayne?
No.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? Sylvester Stallone?
No.
Don't tell me, I'll get it. Jack Nicholson? Bill Cosby? Meryl Streep? Michael Jackson?
Then this movie comes around. So I'm watching the movie and I see pretty much the setup start happening. And then the girl goes by a fence and here comes a Doberman pinscher. I would have been out, but you know, for a movie's intent, no, she wasn't. She stayed there and kept egging the dog on, just talking all this shit, trying to basically say, ha, you can't catch me. Well, it jumped the fence the same way that Spider did. I paused it. Again, post-traumatic stress disorder. Literally, that's what that is. And in watching these movies, there's sometimes I just don't expect that I'm gonna see some of this stuff. And here we are. And the girl kept egging this dog on, and it just kept chasing after her. I mean, when it pinned her down, I literally flashed back to what happened to me, and she was getting a lot more fucked up than I did. Thankfully for me, when this happened, it was winter, so I had a coat, so I was pretty much well protected. Not her, she was like in a skirt and t-shirts. But I'm gonna give this girl credit. She ran, I did not. I literally froze. But it was long and drawn out. Again, you know, he pins her down, she gets away, she jumps over a fence. Bitch, you just saw him jump over like a 6-foot fence. Hurdles, it was nothing that he was jumping over to catch you. I mean, at this point, you needed to fight back a lot harder. I don't know if I would have. I'm talking shit, to be honest with you, because I'm not in her situation. I don't know what would happen if it happened to me now. But she just kind of kept trying to get away, and this dog just kept popping up everywhere. And then when she finally did get away from the dog,
She turned them into frogs. Poor Shaggy. Poor Velma.
he still found her. I mean, this dog the breed must have a great sense of smell, because he was able to basically just track her everywhere that she went. Yeah, this fucker was relentless. And I'm not gonna tell you what happened, actually. I mean, obviously, I'm only telling you what fucked me up, which is basically seeing a Doberman Pinscher repeat what happened to me in a much longer, had I tried to get away and not get pinned down kind of moment. But check out the movie, Tenebrae. Find out who got her. Was it the dog or was it the killer? And then check out our episode.
When they put me in the tub, I figured it was just to rub my tummy. What a fool I was. They stripped me down like an animal. And that's when things got real. The water just kept coming. I tried to fight back, but I was half blind from the soap. At first, Peter tried to bathe me from the side, but then he realized it'd be easier if he got in.
Trauma is something that fucks you up. And when you see movies, and especially horror movies, which tend to lean on these things, well, you might come across something that's gonna take you back to a moment in time where you basically have not let go. If I was an actor and was given this role, yeah, there would have been a big fat no. I love dogs. It's just Doberman Pinschers. So if you own one, I'm never going to your house. Until next time, ta-ta for now.